Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Tanvi, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for your online TOEFL course, the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT, and you have come to the right person. So your question is this. You say, I want to get 120 days. My last score was 78, so you got 18 points on the reading, 18 points in the listening, 23, very good, 23 points in the speaking, and 19 points on the writing. So what should I do to improve my score? So you want to get 100. It's not going to happen. Just not going to happen. I apologize, but that's not reasonable. You cannot expect to get, you can't go from 78 to 100 in 20 days, but maybe 6 months. If you studied really hard, maybe a minimum of 3 months, maybe as many as 6 or 7, if you really work, you might be able to achieve your goal, but certainly it's not reasonable to expect to reach that goal in 20 days. All right, so what do you do? So Tanvi, I'm going to put you on a schedule right now. I'm going to give you 5 specific suggestions, 5 things. I want you to spend 2 hours every day for at least 3 months doing these 5 things. You want to write them down? Here we go. Number 1, get in the habit of reading every day for about 45 minutes. Your reading is terrible right now. You already know it. You have to get better. Don't fight it. Start reading. Read every day. You can read magazines, newspapers, and books. Before you do anything, read for 45 minutes. You're not reading a TOEFL book. You're not just reading things from my online course. You're actually reading things you have an interest in. Start today. Number 2, your listening is also terrible, so you need to work on that. Hold on for just a second. So you should also be practicing your listening every day as well. This is also very important for you. Now my recommendation is use news, documentary, history, and especially science programs. Start practicing your listening immediately. Again, do not use a TOEFL book here. Find materials you have an interest in. You can use English TV. If you don't have English TV, I have 3 specific websites for you, all of which are free. Everything I'm telling you right now is free. You don't have to use anybody. You don't have to pay anybody. You can do these things immediately. Now, you can use Randall Cyber Listening Lab. I recommend you do that website first. And then second, you can do National Public Radio. And then third, you can do TED Talks. That's it. Those are 3 great websites. Google them. You'll find them. Here's the next thing. As you're doing the reading and the listening practice, you need to get in the habit of note-taking. See that? I'm writing down information here. So you need to take down the main and the most important supporting points of the reading and the listening passages, and then using your notes, there's 2 things you need to start doing each week. Using your notes, I want you to write 3 250-word summaries each week of the reading and the listening passages you're practicing. You're doing this information, you're summarizing this from the point of view of the author or the speaker, so you have to say, according to the article, blah, 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 or the writer also claims, blah, blah, blah. So make sure that you're used to talking and acknowledging other people's ideas. Right. Now, in addition to doing 3 academic summaries each week, I want you to also give 3 oral summaries each week. You should start speaking about the reading and the listening passages. Recording your voice also, it should be about 60 seconds long. Do 3 of those each week. So what are you doing right now? You're spending 2 hours beginning today. You're doing the reading, listening, note-taking, writing, and speaking practice. That's 2 hours today, 2 hours tomorrow, 2 hours the next day. You're doing all of this on a day-to-day basis. If you can start doing this over several months, you will get closer and closer to your goal, I promise you. All right? It's a promise. Now, In addition to those 5 suggestions, I also recommend that you start using my online TOEFL course. I'm going to give you a suggestion of how you can do it. First of all, you'll see a link at the top of my blog. It's onlinetoeflcourse.com if you want to learn more about it. My recommendation is, first of all, go through the pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar lessons first. Do that first. Secondly, complete the listening and the reading lessons. Do that second. And then thirdly, complete the speaking and the writing parts of my course. So my recommendation is spend maybe 2 hours every day doing the reading, listening, note-taking, writing, and speaking practice, also outlined in this video. And then, in addition to that, each day you can spend maybe another 1 to 2 hours going through the lessons in my online TOEFL course following the plan I recommended in this video. So how does that sound? So I apologize. I cannot give you a magic formula to help you achieve your goal in 20 days. However, I see you as, if you spend maybe 3 or 4 hours every day between 3 to 6 months, I think that you will get closer and probably really, really close to reaching your goal. What you can do is, after you follow my plan maybe for 3 or 4 months, I recommend that you take a full-length IBT practice test. You can go to the 8th section of my online TOEFL course to learn more about it, and you can take a practice test and get a score. And then, Tom, you can say, okay, if the score that you get in the practice test is, say, 100 to 105, I would say go for it. Go ahead and take the official TOEFL exam. Now, if in the practice test your score is between 80 and 90, or even between 90 and 95, then you're probably not ready yet. You need to do some more study and improve your academic English before you're going to be ready. All right? Does that make sense? So it's hard work, but remember, a Chinese philosopher once said, the beginning of a 1,000-mile journey starts with the first step. I'm asking you now to take the first step in joining my online TOEFL course so you can start improving your English immediately. All right? And remember, bookmark the video that I just sent you. This is a video specific to you and nobody else. I made this video exactly for you based on your questions and based on your TOEFL score. So if you watch this video from time to time, it will remind you of what your goals are and what you need to be doing every day. All right, thank you.